is jumping up to weight classes, but
listen in, his nose is broken, I think.
Puncher, and Sergey Kovalev's biggest weakness are shots to the body.
It's over. That's it. Zaur Abdullaev, and it seems his nose could be broken. Doctors are looking at him right now. He is taking a beating, and Devin Haney was just that fantastic.
We'll be right back. We're going to talk.
His corner said that's enough, or perhaps the doctor said that's enough. Either way, Haney was just too much.
Too much, and that's the power and the importance of a jab. The jab did all that damage right there. Even on Friday the 13th, the dream continues for Devin Haney.
You know, we were asking about grades earlier in the night. Sergio, again, Abdullaev, don't know where he would rate among guys in this weight class, but that's an A+. I think.
Here, let's meet right there and talk. They were saying that there's not a lot of tape out there on Zaur Abdullaev. Actually, there's enough to get an understanding of who he is as a fighter. So I've seen Abdullaev fights, and I've covered him live, like I'm doing one of these. Except actually, I'm 7 hours late with this video. He's leaving. I fell asleep last night during the card. That usually happens when I have to cover 2 cards back to back on 2 nights, especially tonight, Saturday, as you know, with the let's watch some highlights. That jab was fucking him up. Like, for real, for real. He was having some issues. But that stance right here, that's his style. Like, that's what I've been seeing from him. And he was coming with these hard right hands to the body too, meaning Devin Haney. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that I think he can beat Lomachenko. No, 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 no. It's way too early. He's 20 years old. He'll be 21 in November. He's returning in November on the KSI Logan Paul 2 card. And we're going to listen to his post-fight interview, and hopefully he does what he says he was going to do and call out Lomachenko, even though it's looking like that he may not get Lomachenko, that they'll probably do a Tank Davis before they do a Loma versus Tank Davis before they do a Loma versus Haney. And Haney is now the WBC interim champion, and with the way things are going, I wouldn't be surprised if the WBC protect Loma and don't give him no mandatories and make him a franchise champion, even though he's just winning his, isn't this his first WBC belt? Right? The one he just won against Luke Campbell, Lomachenko's. We're going to have to check. But please subscribe. We cover every single major fight live. Loma is the king of 135 pounds, but now he's got a mandatory challenger as it stands right now. And let's turn it up.
Abdullaev's corner that the fighter cannot continue with a possible fractured cheekbone.
Oh, shit.
By TKO victory, still undefeated, and now the interim WBC lightweight world champion, Devin the Dream Haney.
Once again, the corner wanted the fight stopped. Abdullaev's corner thought the fight should be stopped, and then the ringside physician came in, and he didn't like what he saw, thought the possibility of a fracture. Sergio, cheekbone, orbital bone, somewhere on the side of the face. Either way.
And they were mostly jabs.
Just using Abdullaev as target practice, and Abdullaev just outclassed.
So far, this was it is the end of the card. It was a good card. I like the card.
I mean, everything was just firing.
Now I'm interested, like I said, in the post-fight interview, and then we're going to talk about the 135-pound division. Did you know that Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia split fights in the amateurs according to BoxRec? They both fought and lost to each other in 3-round fights. Ryan Garcia is fighting tonight on the DAZN as well. Well, he was supposed to be against Avery Sparrow, but Avery Sparrow got booked by the U.S. Marshals looking for his ass. Crazy. The crazy, bizarre world of boxing media and boxing. So we're going to wait for his post-fight interview. Please subscribe. We're here. We cover every single major fight live, meaning I do my videos uncut. Even though, like I said, I fell asleep last night before the Michael Hunter-Kuzman fight started. So that jab was fucking him up. Like, it was an all-night thing. Wow. They're not showing the body shots he was landing, though. Those were some... And he's good on the mic, man. Oh, it was the doctor that called it off. The doctor called it off. So you're tough as nails, Zaur Abdullaev. You didn't quit. He was about to turn up. Give him 2 more rounds, Devin Haney would have been finished. Devin Haney would have been finished. Zaur was just heating up.
Stoppage. What do you think of your performance?
I feel like I put on a great performance. I wasn't nearly done, beating him. I was just warming up, but I'm happy with the performance. I'm happy with the win, and I'm grateful to be the interim, WBC champion.
It obviously appeared that he broke something on his face, maybe a cheekbone there. Could you tell at what point in the fight you hurt him?
I'm not sure what round it was. It was the 6th round. So I think I hurt him in the 5th. I saw him bleeding a lot, and I saw that he was hurt, so yeah.
All right, we think we found the punch that you hurt him there. So take a look at the shot you delivered here. Tell me what you see.
Jab. I was hitting with the jab all night. That's my dad's favorite shot right there. He always stresses that shot in training camp. But before I was coming out, he was telling me to throw that shot, and it worked perfectly.
Not a lot of tape out there in a guy like Abdullaev coming in 11-0. How long did it take you to figure him out in the ring?
I watched the tape. There is tape.
I don't do too much studying because I'm able to make adjustments, inside the ring very fast. That's one thing me and my dad, we work on. We work situational boxing. We in the gym, we work on, different situations and to be able to make adjustments, at any given time. And that's what I did early.
You are now the mandatory challenger for Vasily Lomachenko's 135-pound title. Do you believe at 20 years old, you're ready for that type of challenge? I
think you said his name wrong. It's Lomachenko, because he doesn't want to fight me. But it's, I feel like I'm ready for the fight. This is the WBC mandatory. So, Lomachenko, come on, man. Let's get this fight going.
A lot of guys have said they want Lomachenko. You're the next on that list.
Lomachenko.
My mistake. A lot of guys say they want him. What makes you believe that at this stage of your career, you're ready for that type of fight?
Like I said, Abdullaev was the number 2, mandatory. I went in there, I destroyed him. He was no contest for me. If I'm so easy, Lomachenko should just fight me and get me out the way.
Obviously, you know what Lomachenko's side is doing. They would like to fight the winner of Richard Comey versus Teofimo Lopez in December, keeping that title maybe away from you for a little while. If you can't get that fight, what do you want to do?
Well, I've been talking over with my promoter, Eddie Hearn, about November 9th, fighting Eddie Hearn, how about you tell him?
I believe it's KSI Logan Paul at Staples Center. You want to be on that card?
Yes, definitely. I think it's good for the sport of boxing. It brings a lot of excitement, a lot of new fans.
He was about to spill the beans on the opponent.
Get back in the gym and get back to work. On November 9th, get back in the ring.
You began your career in Tijuana fighting at barrooms. Now you're here at the Garden headlining a main event. What's this week been like for you?
Oh, man, this is all a dream come true. When I was fighting in Mexico, at times I would get frustrated. My dad would tell me to stay down, trust the process, and everything paid off. So I got to give, props to my pops. Props to my pops.
Congratulations, Devin. Guys.
Listen, my dad, he's a man of very few words. He doesn't really like to get on the camera, but he's the man behind all this. Without him, I wouldn't be here.
World champion.
Congratulations, guys. Brian?
Well, Bill Haney has done a tremendous job with his son. And again, Sergio, even as he's throwing out the big names there, and Chris is mentioning, Teofimo Lopez, Richard Comey, and of course Vasily Lomachenko, who is #1 in the world by most people's regards, pound for pound as well, not just at lightweight.
Yeah, we're going to see. So Lomachenko, reports are that Lomachenko doesn't want to come back until he fights the winner of Comey versus Teofimo Lopez. That's supposed to be on the undercard of Crawford versus Glidas Kavalauskas, December the 14th, likely in Omaha on ESPN+. Which means that Lomachenko and Comey Lopez winner won't be fighting until at least March, April of 2020. So Haney is supposed to return on the Logan Paul KSI undercard in November. And the reason why he's on the undercard is because they're going to use that. They want to. I get the whole point behind it. We're going to talk about it in the stream later on, why him and Billy Joe Saunders is fighting on that card. It makes perfect sense for me in regards to exposure. Like, I understand boxing fans can be fickle, but there's a lot of fucking money in that. You dig me? So the question is, you got to start getting him better opponents. And I'm thinking, see what's up with Yvonne Mendy. Like, remember, he had that fight with Luke Campbell. 2 of them. He had beat Luke Campbell once. Other guys, unfortunately, like with the whole PBC thing, there's fights out there for him, especially if guys come up from 130 pounds. But I'm interested to see who he fights, though. He's got that WBC interim, and he could be elevated to full WBC champion, depending on what. And there's time, though, because the WBC doesn't have to do that if they were to do it until 2020. So right now, he'll hold on to that interim title champion tag for a nice little minute. But yeah, he's good. He's got the tools, but once again, he's still young. And even though he's a champion, it's like, you know. But I do think we have a better chance to see Lomachenko versus Tank Davis on pay-per-view before we see Lomachenko versus Devin Haney in 2020. That's just my opinion. Unless the WBC says no to Bob Arum and the pressure of Lomachenko and his team, it says, no, we are not making him franchise champion. This is his mandatory. He, you know. Or it can go like this. In a perfect world for Devin Haney, Lomachenko doesn't really want to move up to 140. So if anything, he would move down. In a perfect world for Devin Haney, Lomachenko goes on to beat Richard Comey Teofimo Lopez winner, and then we can get Lomachenko versus Haney in like September of next year on pay-per-view or some shit if they build it up. But it's going to be up to, well, Devin Haney is on the zone unless they let him go over to ESPN. I don't know. We're going to see. But this was a good card, solid card. I enjoyed it, even though the I really wanted to see Danny Roman versus Marajan Akhmadaliev, especially after seeing him tonight. That would have been a really good fight. Heather Hardy, you know, she didn't get stopped. I thought she was going to get stopped. Put on a good fight against Amanda Serrano to be unanimous decision, then, you know, beat up for pretty much 8 of those 10 2-minute rounds. And then the main event. Oh, Michael Hunter also had defeated Sergey Kuzmin, and a surprise to me as well. I didn't think he was going to do that good. But I'm not ready to put him up there with the top tier of heavyweights just yet. I'm TstreeT Controversy with FightView360.com. I got 2 cards I'm covering tonight. 3 cards I'm covering tonight. I'm covering the Jaime Munguia card. I'm covering the Fury versus Wallin card and UFC Fight Night 158. It's going to be busy. So, you're going to have a lot more videos coming from me within the next 24 hours, 7:32 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday, Mexican Independence Day, September the 14th, 2019. I'm TstreeT Controversy. Please subscribe.
Can be physically beaten up by bigger fighters. It certainly is a major test for a fighter just 20 years old. And I don't care where the rankings say.